everybody. Well, I'm giving out this morning once again. If I am, because if I start crying, hopefully you understand. Um, music legend, the music world, that's what I meant to say, has just lost, well, I wouldn't even just say a legend, an icon, a pioneer in metal music, heavy metal music. Uh, just lost to Ozzy Osbourne. And he just had his final concert not too long ago. And I'm even more happy that it's about to become a documentary involving about the entire final show and how it went very well. Uh, so like I said, hopefully understand why I started crying because Ozzy Osbourne is my dad's favorite. Loved, he loved Ozzy albums so much. He was blaring Ozzy when we were going on our trips, and he was the one driving, and he was the one that was making the DJs. It's like, we're playing Ozzy, damn it! So my thoughts and prayers goes out to Sharon and the rest of her family. This is a very terrible time for them right now. Also, thoughts and prayers goes out to King Cobra, JFS. Ozzy Osbourne is his absolute favorite. I love Ozzy Osbourne myself. Eric loves Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, a good majority of the world love Ozzy Osbourne. And today, in honor of not just Ozzy, but also my dad, and I'm also gonna keep on doing all these honorings for my dad, is at least smoked one cigarette. I like to call it my tobacco sacrifice, pretty much. And this time, it's definitely time to do a tobacco sacrifice. Oh, fuck. Can't forget the tray. So sorry for the last stream of how things ended. So we were celebrating well, not yet, but we're celebrating my husband's Eric's birthday. 46 now. Uh, we were celebrating his birthday party, and we were actually celebrating the exact time he was born. But what happened is that we had some brownies. We had some hot brownies, and hey, uh, pretty much our friends that made it told us they're potent. They're very potent. Uh, there's 2 cups of ground flour in the brownie mix, and whatever they were making, for brownies. And I could definitely taste the weed, overpowering weed on it. And usually for Eric, Eric was the type of a guy that it doesn't work too much for edibles, but this one definitely works. This one definitely fucking worked. This one definitely worked. Both of us, we were going through quite a hell of a lot on the brownie. I was getting more paranoid. He was getting more, I can't get up, I can't move, I can't do anything because if I move, I get dizzy. That type of a thing. Thankfully, with me, I try to do as moving as possible, as much possible. Try to combat whenever the high gets too much. And I did everything that I could, but man, I was tripping balls on that. Because things were feeling weird, like right here. And also there was also a part where I was, if you did hear, I actually cried. Uh, More so for concern from my husband, because he definitely was quite high. And obviously he greened out, as the clip shows. It didn't show him throwing up, but you could definitely hear it of the green out. I almost screamed out twice during that stream and the day after. So I decided I'm going to do like a 1.5 brownie like I did before. But man, ooh, I got way more higher on that other time. Yeah, like I legit almost freaked out because now I understand of what it feels like, and I didn't freak out thankfully, but now I know what it feels like. So pretty much screening out, you have this overwhelming high, and it's affecting your stomach badly to the point where you start burping, and you start burping in a way that you go ugh, in some sense. One of our friends that came by for Pathfinder, he only had a half and greened out. Half, not a whole one, a half one. and he agreed out. That's to show how potent the brownies were. So uh, I know some of you have been expecting gameplay stream for the Xbox. Um, don't know if that's going to happen today, obviously because of this going on. Unfortunately, his death is putting me in a funk because my dad loved Ozzy Osbourne very much. And now he's with him now. He's now with Ozzy. Hopefully he's at peace of mind right now with Ozzy because he definitely needs plan out of it. There's our cigarettes. And now we smoke our weed. I freaking win. It's being an asshole today. Ozzy Osbourne, man, definitely was one of one. Just like Prince, just like Michael Jackson, he's one of one. As a person that you can never replace. And yeah, so pretty much made his plan out of history with his music, not just with his soul career, but with his fronting Black Sabbath. Um, and then, of course, we thought his life was over when he got fired and got replaced by Dio, but he turned his life and then some with his solo career. Um, and even when things go down, things always come back up with his solo career, uh, especially when he did another one of his comebacks with him singing the Sharon with Mama, I'm Coming Home. Oh, man. I know I'm going to cry my eyes out whenever I do hear that song, and I'm trying not to cry right now. That's how much of an impact he has made. Not just for me, but for my family. My entire family loved Ozzy Osbourne. music and reality show. The Osbourne show. I remember that. And that was also a massive success on their part. And that's where we heard of not just Sharon, but also Kelly, Jack, and the entire family. My favorite song, actually, no, my favorite album from Ozzy is Diary of a Madman. My dad loved that album a lot. Diary of a Madman. There's also Blizzard of Oz. There's also Crazy Train, obviously. Mr. Crowley. I don't know. That's actually the name of the song. I don't want to stop. He's done so much and inspired so many when it comes for doing heavy metal bands. You saw in the final concert of how many bands came. So much bands came for the farewell concert, and not only it's Ozzy's farewell, it was Black Sabbath's farewell, and they included all the original members, which means everybody who was there got to see Black Sabbath perform one final time. And I have to say this, be very thankful that you got to witness that. Because imagine if it never happened. Imagine if he actually died before the whole concert happened. Because he was afraid that he was going to die even at the concert. But no, he went through the concert, and now he can rest. Trust me, guys. It's a tough thing to go through right now. Yeah. Pretty much soon see about how things are going to go today. And more than likely, next Tuesday is going to be the gaming stream. So, fortunately, for times like this, especially like this, where a notable figure that not only impacted my life, impacted my family's life, especially my dad. So that's why this stream is a little bit special. Yeah, King Cobra. Yeah, JFS King Cobra. Yeah, my thoughts are with him now. Hope he's doing all right. Hearing this news of Ozzy dying now. And that's his favorite musician as well. Yeah, is fortunately he can't escape the inevitable, but it's still kind of hard, you know, because he's been also going through and losing some of his good friends as well. So, ugh. And doesn't help that his alcoholism is getting really, really bad. Like, really, really, really bad. So, I don't know. This may put him over the edge, you know. And he's going, Do I know him well? Only through watching videos. Yeah, only through watching videos, of him doing his cooking, him doing, his ranting, and him trying to make puns, and him melting down on things, and I mean, pretty much, yeah. The only way I know about King Cobra is through watching his videos, his streams, and other people's videos, pinpointing what happened, and vice versa. But yeah, I think I was introduced to King Cobra when he was doing like, these awful recipes that you see. I think pretty much August Duck showcased one of his videos, I think, and yeah, that's where I've heard of King Cobra. And then I started to understand a little bit more depth about him, and he's pretty much he's on the spectrum like I am, but he's more of an edge lord, way more of an edge lord than he is ever. I mean, I was an edge lord at one point, but I'm growing out of it, and man, with today's news, man, especially with what he's going through with losing friends, I don't know. Ugh, it's a bad situation. Oh, hi there.
I'm gonna do something very drastic.
Uh-oh. Drastic?
You should have fucking cut it down.
Yeah.
It needs sunlight, otherwise your cut this place will
So Eric's snipping cement.
and it'll just come back up anyway. Keep that. One freaking sunflower growing up here. These are starting to freaking out. Head on one.
You look like my dead uncle Marius. I mean, hey.
This is definitely going to
To be honest, I look like my dead dad. So, terrible joke. He was Ozzy's fan. Oh man. Yeah.
So, your mint is growing in the grass.
Oh wow, in the grass.
Yeah, down through here.
Holy shit.
That's mint.
Wow. Okay. It's really invasive. I'm being nitwit. There it goes. Mint.
Fresh mint. This is spearmint, right?
That is spearmint, yes. Woo! Man, that's spearmint.
You might have that going. Moment, that's for me.
But yeah, anyway, my dad loved Ozzy so much.
Did you smoke the whole thing? Or did you let it burn?
I smoked the whole thing.
All the way? Stop trying to smoke cigarettes.
I know, I need to stop.
If you want, you can always put them in a vase and. But I'm sure our cat seems like might go crazy over it. This is almost cash. Or it is.
Thank you. Look at that mint. That mint right there. But yeah, R.I.P. to Ozzy. I'm gonna actually end the stream for now. We don't have much to smoke out of, so we're gonna go ahead and end it here. We may stream later, so keep an eye on that. Not too sure if it's gonna be gameplay or what. More likely, the gameplay is gonna be next week. So, but soon see about streaming later tonight. So I'll see you guys later, and see you guys in the next one.